Ooh. Insert angelic chorus sound effect and dramatic lens flare here. No, seriously, do that in your own head because I don't have either the budget or the wherewithal or the editing skills to do so on my own. So, just imagine it. It's beautiful, isn't it? Hey there, folks. I am the Mighty Plantain. Thanks for checking out this video. We've got another one from Bill's Beer Fridge tonight. This is from Connecticut Valley Brewing Company. Spiked Smoothie Lemonade. It's at a 5% ABV. South Windsor, Connecticut, for Connecticut Valley, government warning. Okay, not a whole lot about the beer on here, so we're just going to go with Spiked Smoothie Lemonade. It's probably a sour, but I guess we'll find out. Ooh, sounds fizzy. Looks like lemonade. Could be a shandy or a radler. I think I tried to say shandy and radler at the same time there. Certainly smells like lemonade, but I'm almost getting some dankness to it too, which is interesting. Looks like lemonade. Looks like Florida's natural lemonade or simply lemonade. I mean, that absolutely looks like lemonade. It's slightly effervescent. I didn't get a very good head on it, but not a lot of bubbles coming up out of it either. But it just looks like a glass of lemonade. And it smelt of lemons. Again, there's this weird undertone of dankness to it. Almost, I want to say almost skunky. I hesitate to use that word because that makes it sound unpleasant, but it's one of those ones where there's just a hint of that dankness, and it's just on the cusp of being skunky. So it's like, it's almost unpleasant, but not quite. It's very fizzy on the tongue. Has a nice medium light mouthfeel. Very lemony. Actually slightly sweet, which is interesting. And yeah, just this weird hint of a dank undertone. It's just kind of there. It's not detracting from it at all. And if you didn't notice it, this would basically taste like a straight out of the bottle lemonade from your local grocery store or wherever. It literally tastes like goddamn lemonade. Damn. I mean, it's again, slightly sweet, just enough to make it taste like real lemonade. Holy shit. I mean, it says that it's a beer. It doesn't say that it's a malt beverage or anything like that. Gluten-free. I'm wondering how. I mean, maybe the slight dankness that I'm getting is whatever malt was used to brew the beer, because based on what I'm seeing here, this is not a malt beverage. This is a beer. To learn more about our beers, not malt beverages, and there's nothing saying malt beverage, but it doesn't, other than that slight hint of dankness, it doesn't taste like a beer. It tastes like a hard lemonade, which would make it a malt beverage. But it says beer, even though it kind of doesn't look or act like one. So, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. It's actually better than Mike's Hard Lemonade, and I want to compare it to something that most people don't know about. Back in the day, before Jed's, I don't even think Jed's is around anymore, or Mike's, or any of these other malt beverages, there used to be a product called One-Eyed Jack. And the label was pretty simple. It was a black and white label. It was a bee with an eye patch, One-Eyed Jack. I don't know what bees have to do with lemons or lemonade, but it was the original hard lemonade, as far as I can tell. Maybe not the original, but it was earlier than Mike's. But it was called One-Eyed Jack, and it was delicious. It was basically a hard lemonade, possibly a beer with a lot of sourness, but literally a hard lemonade. It wasn't around for very long. It eventually disappeared, and then Mike's came around, and then Jed's. Jed's was like an imitation of Mike's for a long time, at least a couple of years. I don't think Jed's is around anymore. I still remember the time I walked out of a freaking liquor store. We only had a few bucks on hand, or maybe I was just feeling like rolling the dice that day. I had a 6-pack of Jed's, because that was my drink for the evening, and some dude in the back seat of a car in the parking lot looked at Jed's, like he knew that I was being a cheap bastard just looking to get drunk. Probably a party guy. He was probably already drunk. Anyway, all right, enough segues there. Mike's, Jed's, hard lemonades, One-Eyed Jack. This reminds me of that original One-Eyed Jack. It basically tastes like a hard lemonade with a hint of dankness in the finish that may be reminiscent of whatever malt goes in here, making it an actual beer. It's obviously disappearing quickly. I'm giving this one a 4.5 out of 5. The only reason I'm not giving it that full-on complete 5 wow reaction is because there is that hint of dankness. I'm not 100% sure that it's a beer. I'm thinking that it could be a malt beverage. I don't know. I'd have to look it up on the website, but pardon. If it is a beer, it still gets the 4.5. I'm giving it that benefit of that doubt. Because it is one of the least beer-like beers that I've ever had. And if this is basically a beer and not a malt beverage, that's a huge accomplishment on the part of the brewers, because this literally says it's a beer but tastes like a hard lemonade. So, anyway, I may change my assessment in the future if I find out different information. Or, if you know something about this beer or have an opinion about it, hit me up down there in the comments or the email link. Love to hear what you have to say. While you're down there, don't forget to like and share the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Once you've subscribed, click on that little notification icon up there, so you get a notification whenever I post a new one. Till next time, thanks for tuning in, folks. Cheers. It ain't gonna be around long.